Fancy seeing you here. That roar doing damage is actual garbage game design, and I hate it. Maybe there's a way to... I guess you probably shield it. You have to shield, but also, like, noticing when the thing is going to roar, of all things, is annoying. I thought he had me there, to be honest. How did I not get hit there? I should have been hit on that one. Okay, I have to get this one on his side that I've left until last again. Nailed it. I'm a gamer. Parkour time. Up. Whoop. They give you a checkpoint if you fall during this parkour section, which is good. Why do they not just give you a checkpoint for the 3 different phases? Up. 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 Let's go. I thought I missed that one for a second. I was gonna be mad. Mostly at myself, but still. Hi there. Come on. Behold, all of my mini hats. Okay, so when you do the giant charge move, I'm supposed to aim rod at the spikes on your back, like right now. Got it. There's one. That's the whole gimmick for this last phase here. Oh, bye. Oh yeah, you did this before. I remember this. The imagery here is beautiful, though. This is a very pretty game. Oh, I shielded it. I meant to dash there, but I guess it wasn't fast enough. Oh, you hit me first there? Really? There are people, like, right behind me. Oh, my goodness, there's so many of these. I was wondering when you jump back down here. I got rot ready for you if you want to do your charge thing, bud. He does get rotted. Is it just one more? I feel like there should be 4. I hate the roar move is so dumb. Even if you can shield it, I assume that's what you're supposed to do. I still think it's really dumb. Especially when there are so many other enemies spawning around you that you have to focus on. You can't really focus on just the rot god. Please do the charge thing so I can end this. Oh, he's doing it, but I'm nowhere near close enough. No, he was doing the laser beam. Oh, I dodged it that time. I didn't think you could dodge it like that. I thought I was about to get hit. Do it. Do the thing. Julie. Thank you. Have I done it? Hey, give me some health just in case. Awesome design, like, monster-wise, for the Rock God. Not a huge fan of the actual fight itself, but, like, the look of the thing, pretty cool. I've restored balance. Why were so many of you over there at the right? What the heck are you doing over there? Hey there, bud.
Our ancestors trusted in the power of the mountain shrine. Its waters nurtured our village, gave us life, strengthened our connection to the spirit realm. I could not understand why he would betray us. Our home was crumbling, and the people looked to me for answers. I failed them, and could only watch as life drained from the village.
So we should do nothing? You should take action.
The creature is connected to the balance of the land. Its presence, the famine. They are part of a natural cycle. The land needs time to heal. We must cross the mountains. It's time to look for a new home.
Your faith in the old ways has blinded you.
Lead our people, and they will follow you.
Zajiro, you have the power to stop this. We should drive it out.
Put down the staff, Toshi.
I will end this suffering.
Kind of rude, not gonna lie.
Why are you punishing us? What did we do? Answer me. How many people must die? Why? Tell me! Don't turn your back on me! Listen to me!
Is this a Pokemon? Looks better than a lot of the legendary Pokemon they've made recently, don't you think? I mean, nay? Who would say such a thing?
We devoted ourselves to you! We don't need you. This is it.
Zajiro once told me, change was an essential part of life. He understood the Lord God's purpose. Fear drove my actions, and I destroyed something beautiful. If I had just listened to Zajiro, How many could have been saved?
I'm sorry, Toshi. We're not meant to suffer such pain. Grief is natural, but it can imprison us, change who we are. Your torment has lasted long enough. Nothing will change what happened here. You must forgive yourself so the land can heal.
Come, Toshi. Our time here is over.
Okay, yeah, nice moment and all, but like, if I was the leader of a village and all of a sudden a famine started and all my people started dying at the same time a giant flying cat showed up, I'd probably think that the cat needed to die too. I'm just saying. I don't think, you know, they're making it out like, oh, Toshi was wrong from the start. How could he ruin something so beautiful? But like,
Goodbye, Kena.
a cat showed up and
There's
then
only
all
one
of his
spirit
land and
left
people
in
started
Japan.
drying up and dying. There's only one spirit left for us to help, I guess. It's kind of like, you know, giant evil predator shows up, presumably evil predator, looks like an evil predator. The land undergoes a famine repeatedly. You go to the monster to be like, hey, you're like a god or something, right? Like, why are we suffering? Can we, like, not? And then it's just kind of like, you know, I'm just saying, I don't think Toshi necessarily did anything wrong. Look, in America, Toshi was defending his land as is his God-given right, is all I'm saying. This might not be America, but it's got the spirit. Evil predator with the cutest dog eyes? That's how the predators get you. You would get eaten by a tiger in the wild, 100%, chat.
Goodbye, little friend.
Chat, turn your audio up to 178% if you want to almost hear whatever Kena is going to say during these cutscenes. Meow. Hey, so, like, why did you cause the famine, though? Like, we talked about Toshi being a bad person for killing the Rot God or whatever, but, like, the Rot God was causing the famine, right? Like, why? For what purpose? Or are we really just gonna act like the giant kitty cat that caused a famine that killed an unknown amount of people is innocent in this? I guess we are. He looks really cool flying around, so I guess we can forgive him for wiping out an entire village via famine, essentially. The cat was redeemed off screen. Didn't you see it? Oh, right into the credits. That's a neat little quick credit transition. I assume we don't have too long of credits to sit through here. I don't know if there's any post-credit scene or anything, but hey, there we go. Game's over. We're a little shy of 2 hours here, but we did have about 2 to 3 hours left in the game last time. Look at that name, Theophany and I Dewa Puta Bereta. What a name. But, yeah, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. there you go. It's fine. I'm glad it was short, because if this was like a 20-hour game, I would have gotten really bored. But, it was fine. I don't know. Like a 5 out of 10 game, like just fine, to be honest. It's really pretty. It has really good music. I don't like the combat. The combat is just like, eh. It's really basic, and there's not much like fun combos going on or stuff like that. The combat just doesn't really do it for me. It's all just kind of, eh. It's really basic, and the enemies all boil down to pretty simple, like, hey, they either shoot something at you from a distance and you have to shoot them back, or hey, they run at you and swing their sword, and you have to have literally perfect dodge timing, or just shoot them before they reach you, which is like, eh. I really wouldn't mind the combat in this game all that much if it was like, I said it earlier, but if this game was like 25% combat and then like 75% like parkour and maybe even some puzzle stuff going on, because there weren't really that many puzzles going on in this game. The puzzles normally boil down to like, hey, did you notice the candles that say like do it in order 1, 2, 3, or like, hey, did you notice the stars that say do it in 1, 2, 3? So the puzzles were pretty lackluster. The parkour, when they actually leaned into it, was pretty fun. But even then, like, because they focused so much more on the combat, and it felt like the game was like a 75-25 split of combat and then parkour and puzzles, I feel like they never really got the parkour to the level I wanted. Because, I mean, Kana's double jump is really, like... Whenever you double jump as Kana, it really, like, holds you in place. You can't do, like, a lot of movement with it and whatnot, which is unfortunate. But I really wish they had leaned a lot harder into like making this game more parkour and potentially even puzzle focused, because the combat just really didn't do it for me. A lot of the bosses were either like, none of the bosses were actually really difficult is the thing, because none of them took me like more than a try or two once I understood the gimmick. It was just the gimmicks were weird at times and weren't really well telegraphed. Like the woodsmith lady, you have to like, it was really clear, like, oh, you throw a bomb at her, blow up the bomb, or you throw a bomb at the thing she's connected to, whatever, blow that up. And then I was like, okay, but then what? And I was like, surely you shoot this thing, right? I shot it, her health didn't go down, nothing seemed to happen other than it glowed for a second. I was like, okay, I don't really know, like, how do I actually damage you then? It turns out you have to, like, shoot it, like, 5 times to be able to start damaging her, which was weird. And then the fight against Toshi was like, oh yeah, just walk up to him and dash into him, even though he doesn't have the purple color of something that you dash into. They should have made Toshi should have had the little, like, camouflage thing going on, like the Predator does or whatever. I think that's I've never actually seen a Predator movie, but I think that's how it works. Where it's like, you can see it, but like, it's all like see-through and stuff, like shimmery, like those couple of enemies you had to dash into, the normal enemy ones. Why didn't Toshi look like that to let me know, like, hey, here's what you need to do. You need to dash into him, then you can hit him. That was stupid. But as soon as I realized the gimmicks, it went pretty quick. But Toshi's was especially annoying because the timing on dodging him is dumb. Like, enemies that come up and swing their weapons at you, the timing on dodging those, especially when they swing their weapons at you like 2 or 3 times in a row, to me is really annoying. I didn't have fun with it. It was really annoying to time. It was really unforgiving. All of that on top of the fact that Kana, like, dies in 2 to 3 hits, depending on the enemy, is really frustrating. But overall, just... not, like, the combat wasn't very fun, and the majority of the game was combat. So as a result, the game wasn't all that fun. The art direction was beautiful, very pretty looking game, incredibly beautiful to look at, which is why I really wish it was more parkour focused. As for the story, I don't really care. Like, it was, There was a village, it got ravaged by famine, and then, like, the spirits became evil. There were, like, 3 characters that mattered, and they had, like, 1 or 2 tertiary characters, like, included with them to further flesh them out, but they were, like, I don't really care about the woodsmith or Taro or Toshi. It was just like, yeah, whatever. You know, consequence of a short game, and, I mean, like, all of their, pretty much everything about them was just built up into, like, their final cutscenes where they were like, oh... you, like, got a brief understanding of why I'm evil. Now let me explain to you how it happened and how I regret it, and now I'm leaving. Goodbye. And, yeah, whatever. For me, it doesn't really do much. I don't really care. But it doesn't really get me invested, per se. And then Kana just... What happened with the stuff with Kana's dad? Did they ever, like... She was like, oh, I lost my dad, and now I want to find my dad or whatever, and, like, that's why I'm going to the mountain shrine, and... we brought that up for literally one cutscene for like 3 minutes, and I guess that's good now. Like, Kena, she was just there. The story and characters of this game, to me, are largely irrelevant. Like, they didn't really do anything for me, personally. But, yeah, Kena Bridge of Spirits, it's fine. I would never recommend this game to anyone, but if you have PS Plus Premium or whatever it's called, like I do, which is how I got this game, it is free, so pick it up. I think to platinum this game, all I really have to do is beat the game on the hardest difficulty, and because the game is so incredibly short, I don't think that'll be a problem, although the combat is definitely, like, annoying, so some of the bosses on, like, the hardest difficulty might annoy me, because the game might basically require you to perfect them, like don't get hit, which would be annoying, but I'll probably try and platinum this game in my free time, because it's short and fairly simple. But, I don't know, maybe I'll start the hard difficulty and be like, wow, this is miserable, and then I won't. Time will tell, I guess. But, yeah. All in all, Kena Bridge of Spirits is fine. I don't think I'll ever, outside of trying to get the Platinum Trophy, if I even do that, I don't think I'll ever play this game again. Like, I have no desire, like, normally when I finish a game on the channel and I had a fun time with it, I'm like, dude, maybe like 2 or 3 years from now, I'll play it again as like a Redux playthrough. I don't think I'll ever play this game again as a Redux. The only time I'll play this game again is on my own time to get a Platinum, and if I get that Platinum, then I'll never touch it again. Like, I have no, by the way, the Rot having hats, awesome. Really cool idea. Being able to get, like, little pumpkin heads and the masks and stuff is putting hats on them. That was really cool and fun. That's a really nice little addition to the game that they didn't have to do, but I'm glad they did. But, yeah, anyways, that's all I really have to say. So, Kena Bridge of Spirits, it's okay. But, I wouldn't call it a bad game, but I wouldn't really call it a good game either. So, you know, very middle of the road. But, yeah, for those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you want to catch future streams of whatever other games I may play live, link to my Twitch channel in the description. I'd love to see you there. Or you can keep watching on YouTube. I appreciate your support either way. And until next time, farewell.